Metcalf, I just heard. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks.
Heard what?
Jeff's going barnstorming on the West Coast.
No, there's a story for my readers.
Not what I'm about to tell you, so I'm about to tell you strictly off the record. Because the reason I'm going barnstorming is for the money. I'll make more dough in 3 weeks than I did the whole season. I know just what I'm going to spend it on, too, which is women. That is after I buy that red Chrysler convertible I've had my eye on. Then again, the car's an investment in the ladies, too, because I never heard of a woman who could resist a winning ball player driving an expensive automobile.
You better be careful, or you'll end up with one of Coach Zelnick's stories.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's a bunch of hooey to think a man can do as he pleases as long as he does it in a different town. Did you ever hear tell of Ernie Darden?
Can't say I have.
Shortstop for the St. Louis Browns? Away from home, he always called his wife. After he stripped down to his skivvies and was ready to hop in a sack with some dame. Figured it was a foolproof system, seeing how his wife couldn't be in two places at once. The only exception he made was one night in June of '39. He called home, and the sister-in-law said the missus was taking a bubble bath. The only problem was the missus was in Cincinnati, the same as the ball player. And the sister, well, she was in on the con. That wife caught that shortstop with his pants down, and I don't mean that as a figure of speech.
I have no intention of stripping down to my skivvies and stopping all forward progress for some asinine phone call. Because I got no one to call because I'm not married.
Well, not married's one thing, but engaged now. That's not necessarily a horse of a different color. What about the tomato girl?
I'm not engaged to the tomato juice girl. Or any other vegetable juice girl, and if memory serves, Barzee, you're syndicated on the sports page, not in the advice for the lovelorn section. So I'd appreciate it if you keep your Dorothy Dix advice to yourself.
Excuse me, Jeff. I think a tomato is a fruit, not a vegetable. Does this mean Ginger's available?
That's strictly her business.
Jeff told you it was okay to ask me out?
I wouldn't have asked without his permission.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're a man of honor.
I'm also your biggest fan.
Really? Well, I don't like baseball much.
I can't blame you. It's boring if you're not on the field playing.
Well, it's my opinion that a grown man should find a more mature way to make a living.
Well, that's why I'm going to school nights at John Marshall to get a law degree.
Oh. Well, as for me, I intend to pursue a film and radio career, and I have no current plans to settle down with a husband anytime in the near future.
Well, it would take me several years to establish a lucrative law practice. I'd expect during that time you'd become the #1 box office star in America.
Think so?
Well, a husband could hinder a career like that. I'd imagine you'd want to postpone any decision about matrimony for the time being.
Did Jeff put you up to this?
No, ma'am.
You for coming to the last Indians home game, and he hopes to see you all here next season.
Just my luck. Last home game, and Feller ties Waddell 343 strikeouts.
Feller's bound to break the record in Detroit.
How short-sighted of Mr. Veck not to schedule the last game of the year at home. I wanted to tell my grandchildren I saw Bob Feller break Rube Waddell's strikeout record.
It's the kind of moment that stays with you a lifetime. Like watching Lindbergh take off.
You saw him?
I wish I could say I saw him land, but I content myself with the departure.
Well, thanks for letting me sit in the good seats. Oh, this is your blanket. I spilled coffee on the last game, but I washed out.
My housekeeper could have done that. Oh, I have your thermos. And I believe this cup is yours?
Yes. Well, thanks again.
Pleasure was all mine. Perhaps we'll see each other next season.
That'd be nice.
Till then.
So long.
Young lady, we're acting as if Detroit is on the moon. It's a mere 170 miles away. We do not live in the Dark Ages. Thanks to Rudolph Diesel, we have diesel-powered trains. And if I'm not mistaken, which is a figure of speech because I know I'm not, New York Central's Mercury runs daily between Cleveland and Detroit.
Oh, that's a grand idea. You should go.
We both should.
Well, I can't. I have my job.
It's only a one-day trip. Leave in the morning, return at night. I can't imagine any employer not letting a worker off one day for a game like this. Matter of fact, I should shut down my plant and let the men attend.
Records like this aren't broken every day.
They certainly aren't.
I can't see how one day could hurt.
Spoken like a true Indians fan. I'll book the train.
How much do you think it costs?
Let's just say the ticket is a thank you for all the sandwiches you brought to the games.
Well, then I'll make pimento cheese for the trip.
Ruth? I'm home.
Have I forgotten something?
No occasion.
Have you done something?
I just saw these at a florist and thought they might brighten your day.
Oh, they will. Thank you.
That's a very fetching dress you have on.
My goodness, what have I done to deserve all this?
You married me, and I'm grateful.
As you should be.
I'm serious, Ruth. You are most enchanting company. Most married couples of my acquaintance quit speaking to their spouses years ago. Yet I never cease to be amazed by your observations.
I know. It's because I suggested we invest in Telltone stock, and it rose 2 points today. I frequently noticed a connection between a rise in the stock market prices and your amorous intentions.
Nonsense.
It's true. Didn't you just remark on my powers of observation? Deny that's what's on your mind.
I can't. Would it be dreadful if we waited to have dinner?
Certainly not. Did Bob Feller break that record today?
No.
Well, there's always next season.
Yes.
I don't know, we've been pretty down in the dumps lately. He was expecting to have, what do you call it? Go up
Hello.
Bye.
May I sit down?
As soon as I get up.
Charlie.
Charlie, nothing. Don't think that you can waltz up here anytime and hello me. Because I'm not going to chit-chat with you.
I'll give you the divorce.
What are you up to?
Oh, for pity's sake, Charlie. I'm agreeing to the divorce. Can't you be the least bit civil?
What made you change your mind?
I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of... Does it matter?
I guess not. You going back to England?
By the time the paperwork's finished, I'll be a legal resident, as if it matters to you.
Thank you very much, by the way.
I must drop Emma at Mrs. Davis's apartment before we meet at the theater. At what time starts the movie?
Who cares? I don't plan to watch it.
This talk embarrassed me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. I'll be in the back row on the right side.
Hi, love. Excuse me. Hello, Caroline.
Oh, the witch is there, right?
Yes, I am seamstress.
All right. I'll be in the back row, right side. Gotta go.
Okay, fine, thank you. Very well. Goodbye.
Another customer?
Yes, someone who makes appointment.
You're finding more dressmaking work than I ever thought you would.
I've been very lucky.
Well, that's reason in my book to celebrate. Let's go out. To the movies, or Rupert's, or the Roadhouse?
I have already plans.
Oh. Well, you keep them. We can celebrate my red letter day some other time.
What means red letter?
Special occasion, love. I've just agreed to divorce Charlie.
Oh. I will stay home with you then.
No, you go out, have a good time. Don't change your plans.
No, I stay.
Go on, kiddo. Have a good time. I've got lots to take care of anyway.